weird to say it. Shit. Okay, nobody's coming to get me. I'll keep going. So shit. The history of it comes from old-timey days. That's why it's history. In the old-timey days, okay. So when they would, oh jeez, I'm sorry, I don't get to talk on the microphone very often. When they would send stuff in ships, like parrot, ship, in old-timey days they had to do it in boats. So one of the exports that needed to be hauled around was manure for agricultural reasons. That was some country's chief export was poop. So at first it was poop. So it wasn't really high on the importance list when they were packing it away in the cargo hold. So they would just shove it in the back and the bottom, get it out of the way. But like old-timey ships, otherwise known as diversity, well, like water would seep in, and then like as they're sailing the ocean blue, ocean mist would mist in, and eventually, they would start off packing it dry because it's lighter weight and easier to carry around. But eventually it would get wet. And does anybody know what happens when manure gets wet? That's right, it cheers. No, science happens. The science that happens specifically is that methane gas is produced. So in the sealed up cargo hold, as they're sailing around, eventually the methane would build and build and build. And some night, some poor little cabin boy would be sent out to check on the ship, check for stowaways and stuff. So he's going through the ship. That's a lantern, because in old-timey days they didn't have flashlights. So he's going in the ship, checking to and fro for stowaways, and eventually he thinks, I'm gonna see if somebody's hiding in the poop. So he gets down into the cargo hold, opens the door, and boom! No more cabin boy, no more ship. They lost a lot of them this way before they figured out what was going on. I guess scientists intervened. They were invented. And they figured out that they needed to start storing the manure high enough in transit that it wouldn't get wet from water seeping in the diversity. Geez, I'm sorry, I'm getting nervous. I'm saying a lot. You're never supposed to do that on stage. Okay, so though, they would pack it in a box, but oh, shucks. Thanks. Jeez, these are expensive. Okay, so back to, so you guys are trying to distract me. You guys are not very good students. There's not going to be any time after class for note passing if we don't get through the lesson. So, to review, they've got to store the poop up high, to let the packers of the ship know, that's what they were called, I'm pretty sure. They would label the packages ship high in transit. But as you can see, that was very long, and so they would abbreviate it to SHIT, which spells? You guys are really good at that. Okay. I'll be back later.